motion for,
I'll make
to
a mo-
promote.
yeah, I'll make a motion that we promote to lieutenant. You allowed to say anything?
Her.
Carolyn, we're saying anything?
Bailey
Her
does
name.
that.
Her name, thank you,
Her name.
to the position of lieutenant. Thank you.
Second? Second that, all in favor?
Aye.
She said thank you. All right, and then we need a motion for the discussion in closed session.
I make that motion, we continue this in closed session at our next meeting on the 11th.
Okay.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright. So we had questions about the attorney, so I did secure an attorney, the village is paying for him, that's a good thing. So where we're at as far as rules, I took on that, when Zeke said, hey, do you guys wanna write the rules or do you want me to write them? I said, I'll write them, but of course I wanted to have it with legal speak. So the problem right now is this gentleman's willing to work with us and write it all and do a lot of work for us and then also be the backup if we have to have any disciplinary actions in the future. However, the ordinances that are written are not allowing, they don't match state legislation. So the ordinances, the way that they're written, we can't write rules for us. So because the ordinances are not written correctly. So however, those gotta
The
get.
Village of Waterford ordinances?
Correct, the ones
Okay.
that changed back in, was that July of last year?
Hmm.
When everything changed and
So they
everything went
have
to
to,
voluntary?
they have to create the rules and guidelines we follow, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
We have to
based off
create
those
no-
ordinances.
Create no ordinances, so we can.
So the
do
ordinances,
our thing.
you're right, have to
So we
match.
can make a recommendation though, and then they can vote on it and approve or not approve.
Right, but none of us are attorneys, so Todd
Of
Terry
course,
and
of
Rick
course.
Manthe need to have that conversation.
Yeah, who's gonna be in charge
And
of
then-
writing those ordinances and.
Truth be told, they can probably amend them, but I think there had to be, and again, my lack of I am sorry about this, but I do think in order for those ordinances to have been written the way that they were, they had to be put in somehow, and I think that might be, where the problem lies. But again, I'm not sitting here calling anybody out for that because I don't know, so that's why I got it in the attorney's hands right now. So let
So
them
what's the
work
next
it out.
step?
Well, if you heard Zeke, that's what he was talking to me about. He said, can you please call the attorney and have him call Todd? So I'm guessing, based on that, Todd reached out to him and he didn't get a response. That's my guess. I don't know, but I will call Rick. I'm gonna tell you too, every time I call him, they charge us like $1 gazillion, so,
Mhm.
I mean, it's not $1 gazillion, but,
They get paid for every 5
lawyers
and
get paid
10
a lot of
minutes.
money.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
so, so I will reach out to him and, say that Todd's trying to talk to him and hopefully they can work that out. I don't know necessarily our involvement in that because we can only go off what the ordinance says. And as it stands right now, the ordinances do not allow us as a fire commission to implement our own bylaws.
Somewhere between the lawyers, they have to, amend those and make the changes
Right.
necessary, so we can do that. It was under, was it not under Zeke's request, we changed those, write those ordinance, or not the
Yeah, we went
ordinances,
through The descriptions?
yeah, the descriptions, and he said, do you wanna do it or do you want me to do it?
Right.
Well, either way, is he allowed to do it with the ordinances the way they are now? Or they, cause we wanna do them ourselves, so those have to be changed,
Right,
so.
right.
Hmm.
Yes, one way or the other, they have to follow state law in order for us to write our rules, so yeah.
Hmm.
And again, I don't know enough about that so that's why the attorneys gotta talk to each other. So that's the hang up, that's why we don't have rules in front of us. So,
Are we talking, what specific rules are you referring to?
that are specific to the fire commission, like when you
The
ask.
rules of the FPC.
Yeah, the rules of the fire police commission. Right?
Okay.
Well, and there was, so, like when you talk about statute of limitations, when you talk about stuff like that, like, we can write our own rules that support us
Right.
and how we do business with chief, and then writing duty descriptions and things like that.
Which is the next steps for all.
Correct.
Hmm.
Okay,
So, yeah.
so we wait for them to talk? Okay,
Yeah, and hopefully it's sooner than later, because obviously we've been working on this for quite a while. And hopefully it will solve, some of the others, the outstanding issues like the one we have now, so.
Mhm.
So, yeah, cause we just wanna do our job and support the community, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, all right, so is there anything else that we didn't cover that needs to be brought up?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, all right, so until next time, and then,
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. It is 6:49.
6:48.
6:48.
48, all right.